I took overseas discharge, and so I just stayed over there, you know. The big break for me came when Lucky Thompson, one of the great saxophone players who played with Miles and all those guys, he was kind of hard to get along with, and he was supposed to be a saxophonist, and he quit, or they fired him or whatever, and so they asked Benny Bailey, who obviously was playing lead, and he said, yeah, I got a guy right here can do it all. So I got the job, and the band was an incredible experience, and one of the worst bands I ever played with, because everybody, not musicianship worse, but they couldn't get along, you know. That was like, those are some of the biggest stars anyway, you know, in Europe or whatever, but they were all expatriates at that time living in Europe. So after that, went back, did the gig, and Kenny Clark, during that meeting, he said, I like you. You play your part, you sound good soloing. He said, keep your eyes open, ears open. I'm gonna send for you. So about 3 months, maybe not even that, when I went back to Berlin, I got this letter. He said, I want you to join me for the opening of the Club Saint-Germain-des-Prés in Paris, which is where everybody went, you know, Juliet Greco and Miles, they hung out, you know. So I joined him there, stayed there close to 10 years, you know. The reason why I stayed, I was in hog heaven. I never worked with all those guys anywhere. And a young guy coming out, I mean, Kenny Clark was the greatest drummer, you know, the one that invented the way jazz drums are played today, you know. And everybody in the world that was a jazz musician, when they come to Paris, which is the capital of jazz in Europe, they wanted to play with him. And I